Welcome to the Crypto Nest. Alright, so Bitcoin is pushing higher today. As you can see, I wanna zoom out. I usually don't want to do too many videos because I find I just get overwhelmed with all the videos, but I think this one is needed. So I'm going to extend this little guy here. So this is a very long, relatively long-term downtrend. You can see that now we're breaking it. Actually, we did attempt before, we sit on it, we fell down, and now it looks like we want to go higher. So you can see that now we are reaching the February high here. So it's going to act as a resistance. And you need to watch out for the price, honestly. Let me go on the 1 hour. So this is about failing my scenario that this could have been a wave 1, a really messy one, and we could have been working on a wave 2. I mean, I'm not giving up on it completely, but now, because B waves are very hard and they can overshoot. So now we did reach a little bit higher than 1.05 fib extension of the wave allegedly A. And worst case scenario, we're just extending this wave here. I think if I go here, add another scenario, which was, we had so ABC once again for the third wave. This would have been the fourth wave. And this could be an A, a B, and a C for this fifth wave. Is it though? Or more bullish would be this one here, just misplace the fourth wave. And once again, we do have an A, a B, and a C here. I think this one, I honestly don't find there is a much difference. A, B, C, I think we get pretty much the same level. Let me double check here. If I take this as a wave, and this as a B, 1-to-1 ratio, we did reach it now. If I take this scenario here, this was the A. Actually, no, sorry. This, I could leave it there. It's either saying this was the A or this was the A. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You can see that we already went higher than the 1-to-1 ratio. So the only confluence here is that the price really stopped at this purple line, which is the 0.382 fib extension. Now let me zoom out. And what is this? This is the retracement of since the top of 127,800 to round it up. So we had 5 wave down, and yeah, the fib retracement of all that is exactly 79,171, and we pretty much reached that. Can we go higher now? This is the question. This is the dilemma that I guess everybody's having today. So got rejected there, not a surprise. So at the end of the day, the question is, was this our fifth wave that we're looking forward? And this was the A, B, C for this fifth wave, and now we're done finally, and we can perhaps maybe look for a pullback. The only problem, it is very messy. Okay, so it is hard to gauge. We do have some limits here that we have reached anyway for the moment. We need to have a pullback now to make a scenario more bullish. If we can have an A, a B, and a C, and react within this area here, then there is a case to make. The price could reverse and give us maybe even a better structured 5-way up. And then honestly, if we do that, I'm going to start to take profits. I mean, 78, it's not bad. Ideally, 86,000 or at least the MA 200 would be a reasonable target for me to start to take profits. Now, I know out there they say that the bottom was here. I don't believe. It never happened. I mean, how this super cycle would work? Because there is everybody's talking about recession or sign of recessions. All the indicators are pointing to maybe an incoming recession. Short-term and long-term yield are crossing over, inversing. Now they're stabilizing. Proven by history, this is one of the signs that recession is about to come. Inflation is going up. Unemployment is going up. Job creation are going down. I mean, there are so many others. People are scared. I think there was even an indicator that someone showed it to me last week, was confidence in market or something like that. It was at the lowest, even lowest than COVID. We have uncertainty, toward Iran. Let me go and check. What's the price of the petrol today for the barrel, the Brent? So 96,000. So you can see, I was even playing around a little bit and said, okay, can we call this a wave 1, a wave 2? You can see that almost invalidated because the wave 2 was very low. But then this really acted as a third wave. That's crazy, right? And now we're kind of going into this parallel downtrend, and I could call this a fourth wave. And it's interesting how you can use Fibonacci to have an idea of stuff. So let's see how it plays out. Expert, they keep saying or start saying that we need to get used to the high price of petrol, because that's going to take several months, even years. So they're preparing us psychologically to pay more for our gas, in a way. I was waiting to refuel my gas tank, propane, but then I think now I will just have to go and pay the big price, because I don't think we're going to go way lower as before. So paying 50% more, or perhaps this is the price we have to pay. All right, so hopefully you enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a good day. Bye.